Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh,
Hey.
the diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The Bebo app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you the subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
And good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome here to St. Pat's Ballpark as we prepare you for the bronze medal game here this afternoon between Prince Edward Island and Saskatchewan. Alongside Bill Hart, I'm Brian Rogers. First pitch on the way as Saskatchewan is the home team here. And stepping in for PEI will be number 9, the left fielder, Seamus Ramsey. Takes a call, first strike, and we are underway here in the bronze medal game. The final day, week one competition here at the 2025 Canada Summer Games, part of the Universa Media Inc. crew based out of Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. PEI will get a leadoff single off the bat of Seamus Ramsey.
And Seamus Ramsey is a consistent hitter for this PEI squad, consistently having days of 2 for 4, 2 for 5, 3 for 5, and named player of the game many times in tournaments leading up to these Canada Games.
Okay, so stepping in here is Riley McPhail, the shortstop. Number 19 with a runner aboard, nobody out here, top of the first. There's a ball, chop foul into foul territory down the first base line. Open one. Mitchell Rockman with the ball in the dirt, evening the count at 1-1. Rockman is got a twin brother that plays on this team. And he's also part of triplets. And I'm sure that we'll be able to enlighten you a little more on that as the broadcast continues. But here we are with a 1-1 count, one aboard. Rockman gets his sign, winds and fires. And a lovely drop bunt. That's going to work as a sacrifice. Real nicely done by Ryan McPhail, Bill, as he got the bat on the ball, deadened it nicely, and advances the runner into scoring position.
And once again, it's going to be one of those games you can almost feel it in the air where runs are going to be earned once again, and that's what we alluded to earlier in these preliminaries.
So we can look here now at Callum Thompson, the first baseman for Prince Edward Island. Runner in scoring position down to second, just underway here in the bronze medal game between Prince Edward Island and Saskatchewan. Nice gathering of fans supporting their teams here on the final day of competition during week one. Medals delivered after this one, a bronze to the winner. There's a ball down the right field line, and it's a fair ball. That's going to score a run. Thompson's going to turn the corner. He's going to saddle up for the slide, pull-up slide, and PEI has a 1-0 lead on an RBI opposite field single by Callum Thompson.
That was so well hit. That was a beauty opposite field.
You talk about painting the chalk, that's exactly what Callum Thompson did there on that hit.
And more importantly, that sacrifice bunt now so important.
Nice level swing, and he certainly got the baseball gone to his side there as it painted the line and rolled down the right field line, and it was an easy run scored for Seamus Ramsey, who led off the game with a base hit. Here's the cleanup hitter, second baseman, number 18, Alex Curran. So Mitchell Rockman giving up a pair of hits to the first three PEI batters. And Alex Curran seeing if he can pick up his teammate Callum Thompson out there at second base. Rockman's got his side. He'll check the runner, deliver to the plate, and that's on the outside corner for a call strike. The umpiring crew here this afternoon, James Lyles is calling balls and strikes. Cole McIsaac down the first base line, Jonathan Filion at second, and Jeremy Stevens is at third. The pitch, line shot, fair ball, almost a replication of what we just saw. That's going to score another PEI run, and Alex Curran pulls into second, back-to-back RBI scoring doubles, and PEI has a 2-0 lead here in the first, much to the delight of their partisan crowd, just down in front of us.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you can't draw that up. Watch this. They're thinking opposite field. It looks like his swing got him going that way, Billy, all the way. And Thompson buried his head down. He knew it was fair, and he didn't let up. He scored easily. So the Islanders getting off to a robust start, and now we'll get a timeout here as we'll get a Mound visit as they try to settle down young Mitchell Rockman, the starter for Saskatchewan.
Alex Curran, no surprise, a double there. He's been well known to get many hits very often, winning MVP awards. But get this, one of his biggest accomplishments, he loves this one. He pitched a perfect game at the Atlantic's final.
Wow, that's something else. Well, Prince Edward Island baseball has come a long, long way, and the Islanders are for real. As you're seeing right here, first hand in the top of the first in the bronze medal game. There's a hard shot deep to the hole. It's short. Long throw, good gun in time to get it across the diamond. And retiring number 77, Evan Mabey, the center fielder, advancing to third. On the chopper to short was Alex Curran. So PEI, the runner in scoring position down to third. Two down here in the top of the first, and here's Caden Kelly, the third baseman, number 51. Prince Edward Island are up against a real good ball club here from Saskatchewan. They'll take as many as they can get. They'd love a 3 spot here in the first. They're 3/4 of the way done with 2 in, 1 aboard, and 2 down. Rockman to the set. Here's the pitch. There's a chopper back to the mound, taken nicely by Rockman. He'll turn and underhand it to first, but the damage is done, and PEI scored 2 runs on 3 hits. Back-to-back RBI doubles by Callum Thompson, and Alex Curran has the Islanders up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second, and we'll be right back with more action as Saskatchewan get their licks in here at the bottom after this timeout from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
We remind you that only the host broadcaster has the right to stream coverage of the 2025 Canada Games. Live streaming from personal devices is not permitted. To watch all the action, visit canadagames.ca/watch and tune in to the official live stream. Nous vous rappelons que seuls les diffuseurs hôtes avec droit de diffuser la couverture des Jeux du Canada 2025.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh,
Hey.
the diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
All right, back in action here and underway. 2 strikes already as Saskatchewan tries to get back in this game. And just like that, it's a K and an out. PEI continues to roll.
All right, we're late getting back after the commercial break. We apologize for that. Richard Ozoteo on the mound for Prince Edward Island sets down the leadoff batter for Saskatchewan, Aiden Kilshaw, the catcher. And here is Trenton Coog stepping in. Number 13 patrols right field for Team Saskatchewan. They're down by 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. There's a call strike on the outside corner. Ozoteo, the lefty, looking in for his sign from his battery mate. And a ball hit down to second. Gets through the legs of the second baseman. And Saskatchewan will have a runner aboard. Tough break there for Alex Curran, who had a big RBI double in that first inning. Looked like a routine grounder, and he may have just, I don't know, deflected off something down there, whatever, got through his legs, and Saskatchewan with a runner aboard. So Casey Rockman, part of the Rockman trio, or I should say triplets. A second baseman, number 14, will step in. Here's the pitch, and there's a ball lined to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Saskatchewan now on the move, trying to replicate what their opponents from Prince Edward Island were able to pull off in the first, scoring 2 runs on 3 hits, including back-to-back RBI doubles.
Well, this is exactly what Saskatchewan wants to do. Some timely hitting. A little bit of ball luck in the infield.
That is scored an error, and Alex Curran, the second baseman, would be the first one to tell you that he booted it. Well, he didn't really boot it, but he allowed it to get through him. And that's on him, and he, like I said, is a dedicated young ball player. He's saying, I got to make that play. However, it's only early. No harm done yet, but they're going to look to Rich Ozoteo to try to slam the door here at the bottom of the first. 2 on, 1 away. And here's the pitch, and that's high and away to Rhett Anderson, the designated hitter. So Ozoteo doesn't want to make a mistake here, Bill, with the number 4 hitter stepping in, and a solid-looking young man. Looks like a hitter up there, and that's why he's in the 4 hole. Ozoteo checks the runner, comes to the plate, swung on a miss, strike 1. Or 2, pardon me. Boy, I tell you, conditions here today after a sweltering week of sun, heat, and humidity. This is perfect ball weather. And you and I played many, many years, and I'll tell you what, this would be a joy to be out there in a day like this.
And I'll see.
It's not too hot, and you can't see your breath.
Oh, it's cool. But it's nice, and it's added relief, I think, for a lot of people. The rain yesterday, spectacular. Not near enough, but enough to make at least feel good. Give those valiant and courageous firefighters, male and female, a little help along the way as they continue to battle wildfires here. Here's the pitch. That's outside. And we're going to run it full here. Osateo needing to dig down deep here in the bottom of the first inning. He's got a 2-0 lead, but he's got 2 aboard here right now as we speak. Osateo to wind the pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's a huge strikeout for Richard Osateo on the mound for Prince Edward Island.
That breeze was not the weather. That's that sigh of relief from the mound.
Well, that was a real good pitch there, and he tied him up, and he got him to go chase and had him off balance. Here's the first baseman, number 4, Aiden Marion. Pitch a little high for ball 1. PEI 2, Saskatchewan nothing, bottom of the first. Bronze medal game, day 7. Final day of competition, week 1 of the 2025 Canada Summer Games here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. We're at the Ballpark, St. Patrick's.
And again, a beautiful, beautiful ballpark.
And the Gushu Park in Mount Pearl is another beauty out in the western suburb. I shouldn't say that. I'm a Pearler and I'll get crucified for that. The city of Mount Pearl. There's a foul back to the screen. Good cut there by Aiden Marion, coming up a little empty. Trying to produce here. And now we get a quick mound visit. Everybody's congregating here to discuss this. They're out away from wiggling out of this jam here in this bottom of the first. That was a quick one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down, 2 on. And 2-0 PEI. So 2s are kind of wild here in the first inning. Sure, you're hearing in the background our counterparts, Lim Bissat and Jean Ellard, doing the game en français on the French side for Universum Sports Media. Here's the pitch, and that is high for ball 3. Little look in from Osateo, kind of wondering with home plate umpire James Lyles where that pitch might have been. Got a biggie here, delivered last time when he needed one. Can he replicate here and find the strike zone? Here's the pitch. That's in there for a call second strike, pardon me. A little ahead of myself here today. Had some sleep last night and a good snooze. In fact, it was more like a mini coma, to be honest with you, after 21 basketball games in 3 days. And Bill, you did a great job, buddy. Congrats on that, by the way.
I'll tell you this, I like to be able to say I had a good night's sleep. I got up early thinking, oh, what time am I supposed to be here?
Oh, I had no intentions of doing that today. Feeling refreshed here. And a long shot into the gap. Is it going to hold up? It will! And PEI is going to get unscathed here as the left fielder came charging in. That was Seamus Ramsey. And he put the old cowhide crab on that baby and shuts down Saskatchewan. Despite having runners at first and second with 1 out, they failed to play to run. 2-0 Prince Edward Island as we head to the top of the second. And we'll be back with more from the 2025 Canada Summer Games after this timeout from St. Patrick's Ballpark here in St. John's.
Would like to thank their funding partners for their ongoing support of the games. The Government of Canada, the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador, the City of St. John's, and the Canada Games Council.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Back here at St. Pat's, top of 2. PEI 2, Saskatchewan nothing. Swing and a miss there by number 7, the right fielder, Tyson Wedge. Mitchell Rockman hoping to have a smoother top of the second. And he endured in the first when he gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, including a pair of line drive opposite field RBI scoring doubles to back-to-back Islander hitters. But he gets a strikeout here of Wedge, and Griffin Campbell, the designated hitter, number 2, will step in from the right side. Bronze medal presented to the winning ball club after this game this afternoon. There's a good fastball on the outside corner for a call first strike.
Griffin, very familiar, winning medals, provincial champions, the 15 under, and Atlantic bronze medalist in 2023.
Here's a good cut, but he comes up empty, 0-2. Well, Bill, a lot of these, U17, U15, U13, U11, U9 even, are played here, of course, all through Atlantic Canada. They switch venues, so a lot of the competitions through the Maritimes, and a lot of them end up here. There's a call third strike on a pitch that, from this vantage point, looked a little down, but I guess it caught enough of the plate, and the home plate umpire, James Lyles, rang him up. So back-to-back strikeouts for the Saskatchewan starter, Mitchell Rockman. And now here is the catcher, number 15, Kalen Ellsworth. Steps in, showed bunt, fouled it off, strike 1. 2 down here, top of 2, PEI leading 2-0.
Back in June, Caleb Ellsworth, as you mentioned, catcher, caught 32 innings in 1 weekend. Wouldn't you love to have those knees back again?
Well, there's a foul back as he took a good cut there as well. Bill, we haven't seen this all week. Both teams with the white and green uniforms. PEI with the white base and the green. And Saskatchewan with the green and white jersey and the white pants to match. Looking very similar. Miles and miles away, of course. We're talking prairies and Prince Edward Island in the Maritimes. There's a ball hit out into the gap in center, carrying pretty well, and a great catch there. Fading away, the center fielder for Saskatchewan made it look fairly easy. Now he got a good jump on that ball, and it was Josh Gudick that was able to come up with the catch. So that'll send Prince Edward Island down here in the top of the second inning, and they lead by a score of 2-0. Going to have a look here to see how much range he had. Good speed. There you go. There's the catch, and that does it for PEI there in the top of 2. Stepping aside for a timeout here, back with the bottom of the second after this timeout from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Welcome back, middle of the second inning here, St. Pat's Ballpark. Legendary Brian Rogers with the call. Proud to be next to him, learning as much as I can. Bill Hart here with you. And this is a Newfoundland summer right here.
Easy now. You're correct, but easy.
Two balls, no strikes.
Sorry, Bill, just stepping out, trying to complete some info that I need. There's a ball hit hard to center, and that's going to get down for Saskatchewan as the leadoff hitter here, Cade Brits with a line drive base hit into center, the left fielder number 8 to start things off for Saskatchewan.
And I'm sure his teammates with the Saskatoon Giants tuning in, CBC Gem, cheering loud, proud of their teammate.
Runner aboard here for Saskatchewan. And Josh Goodick, the center fielder, made that nice catch to end the top of the second. Steps in with the runner aboard, trailing by 2. Asateo looks for the sign, throws the pitch in the dirt. Off goes the Saskatchewan runner. Throw down to second, but not in time. Nice recovery by the PEI catcher. They get a good grip on that ball. It was Kalen Ellsworth. He hummed it down there. But the Saskatchewan runner with a nice pop-up slide, Cade Brits, and he's in there safely to second in scoring position for Josh Goodick. Asateo trying to wiggle out of another early jam here. He did so in the bottom of the first. Can he do it again here in the second? There's a pitch, and it's on the outside corner for a late called strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Même si on vient perdant dans notre communauté, on s'est rendu au match de médaille de bronze. On a eu un beau tournoi. 4 victoires, aucune défaite.
Ooh, look out, that plunked him. Asateo lost the grip on the ball, spun out of his fingers, and landed in between the solar plexus. Okay, I'm all over the place here. My apologies. The leadoff hitter was Reed Olford, who singled and stole second. Brits is plunked, and here's Josh Goodick, who made the nice catch, the running catch in center to win the bottom of the second. My apologies.
Hey, listen, we're still overcome with that catch.
We're still. Well,
that was like.
That's on me. I'm kind of scrambling here, looking for some info, and I took my mind and my eyes off of what I should have been doing, and that's on me. Anyways, won't happen again. Let's go. Saskatchewan now runners first and second, bottom of 2, trailing by a pair. And Richard Asateo trying to pitch out of a jam here in the bottom of the second inning. Josh Goodick, number 15, at the plate. Pitch showed bunt to move him along here. Keeping PEI infielders on their toes. In particular, the third and first baseman. Callum Thompson down to first for Prince Edward Island, and Caden Kelly on the hot corner. Expecting a bunt, but Asateo losing the strike zone a little bit here in the bottom of the second. Behind on the count, 2 balls and a strike, and he's still looking to induce it out here. PEI will be charging from the corners in the event the ball is dropped down, and the runners will be off. Here's the pitch. That's a call strike, evening the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I love how this sport is a family game. Goddard is a third-generation player. His father played, his grandfather played, so it seems natural that he's playing today.
Apologies to the Saskatchewan families who might be tuned in on CBC Gem or NTV Plus for that botcherism there earlier. There's a ball ripped into right center. That's going to score at least one. Play at the plate, throw will be wide. And nice try, but real nice piece of hitting there by Josh Guttig as he delivers a hard hit ball into right center. An RBI single. And Team Saskatchewan's on the board, trailing by a score of 2-1. So runners here at first and second. And stepping in is Reese Bronze playing shortstop today. We saw Reese on the hill for Saskatchewan earlier in the week here at St. Pat's. So Bronze trying to support his teammate and starting pitcher Mitchell Rockman. With runners at first and second. First baseman not holding the runner on, playing in, expecting maybe a bunt. And the pitch is down in the dirt for ball one. There will be a medal presentation at the end of this game, of course, for the winning team. The loser finishing fourth, and that's still extremely respectable. Pitch is high and away for ball two. And now a mound visit as Richard Osateo is trying to find himself here.
I'll tell you what, Reese Bronze, we mentioned earlier this week. You talk about team names, plays for the Saskatoon Berries of the Western Canadian Baseball League. I like that.
Yeah, well, they present medals to the winner of the bronze medal game, and they also present medal. We're well aware that they present medals in the gold medal game with the silver as well. All right, back to the action. It's a long way from a medal presentation here as we speak. We're in the bottom of the second. It's a 2-1 ball game, and that pitch is high and away. 3-0. Osateo needs an out here in the worst kind of way. Here's the pitch. That's in there. Call strike one. 3-1 count. PEI 2, Saskatchewan 1, bottom of 2. 2 on, nobody out. So outside, he walked him. The bases are loaded. And stepping in for Team Saskatchewan is their leadoff hitter, the catcher, number 5, Aiden Kilshawn.
And for those who are viewing across the country, you'll see the graphic up top. Trust us when we say there are no outs.
Kilshaw.
Some very enthusiastic fans in the stands representing both provinces.
There's a strike. Kilshaw stepping out. Batting from the left side with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the second and trailing by a run. Richard Osateo trying to find the zone, and there's a shot right at the short. That's going to be at least 2. Holy smokes, what a play by the PEI shortstop there. That was Rylan McPhail who made the catch. The Saskatchewan runner kind of bailed a little bit too quickly off the base on the contact, and McPhail was able to step on the bag, and he thought about going to first for a triple play.
Wow.
But he wisely held on to the ball, knowing that he wasn't going to get a third out there. But wouldn't have that been something? Wow. We would have seen what would have went down as almost an unassisted triple play. You don't see that every day in the great game of baseball.
No, you do not.
Well, the way they play the game today, you see triple plays and stuff, but that was just really well done. Didn't need to relay the ball. He got it in his glove, stepped on the bag, and was going to gunner to first, but he'll take the 2 outs So that's massive if you're a PEI fan, but we got a balk here, and he's going to balk in a run. And the runner is going to move up to second base. That's really unfortunate for the PEI starter, Richard Ozateo, as Saskatchewan tied without a hit. So we're tied at 2-2. Trenton Coogan there now, the right fielder, number 13, with a runner at second, the go-ahead run at second actually here.
He reached on an error in the first.
Yep. And he'll bounce this here to the shortstop. Long throw across, well done in time, and that will do it for Saskatchewan. But they score a pair and even things up here in the bottom of the second inning. Good ball games. Good ball game here so far. As you see, the runners scoring, and a throw there and a slide. A little practice in there, working on your skill set. So Saskatchewan work their way back and tied at 2. We'll step aside and we'll take a timeout here from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
This is a place where imaginations can run wild. Maybe it's time to come set yours free.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
All right, getting set now for the top of the third. We are even.
Okay, here we go. Bill, is your mic okay, or?
Mike is fine.
There we go. Okay, good. All righty. Top of 3, tied at 2. First pitch, delivery, down low. And the pitch there to Seamus Ramsey, the left fielder, leading off here in the top of the third inning.
Already hit already, a single in the first.
It's down and away as well. 2 balls and 1 strike. Heads up, foul to the play, or off the screen. Ball stays on the diamond, and we'll get a new one. Full count.
Seamus from Summerside, and a number of people in the stands are hailing from there.
Western Prince Edward Island.
Asked them if this is their first time to Newfoundland and Labrador. They said, nope, many times before.
Well, Seamus will like what just happened there here in Newfoundland Labrador as he bounced the ball toward second, and he was able to get aboard here as the second baseman couldn't come up with it cleanly. Wait for the score. It's going to be a hit, I would suggest, an infield single.
That's what we're waiting for to see.
We'll wait for the official scoring. There can't be an error signed on that play, I would assume. But never assume anything. So Ryland McPhail will take his second plate appearance here, batting from the left side. The shortstop had himself a real eventful bottom of the second with a beautiful unassisted double play. Reeling in a hard shot with the bases loaded and stepping on second as the runner Wandered too far off the bag. There's a pitch, and that's coming back here off the screen. And strike one. 2-2 tie here. PEI 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Saskatchewan 2 runs on 3 hits, and have played errorless ball so far. And they're hoping they will for the entire 7 innings of this bronze medal game. That's a high sky fly ball. Shortstop calling everyone off, and he'll camp under it and make the play. And there's one down here in the top of the third. That was Reese Bronze playing short this afternoon here in the bronze medal game at St. Pat's. So here's Callum Thompson and his timely opposite field RBI double in the top of the first. Got things going for Prince Edward Island as he painted the chalk down the right field line. And it was an easy run for Seamus Ramsey to come rumbling aboard. Saskatchewan catcher had an inkling about a toss down to first base to keep the runner honest down there. Aiden Kilshaw thought about it, but he couldn't grip it properly and did the right thing, held it and got it back to his pitcher.
Official word in now. That was a hit, not an error.
All proper thing.
Seamus Ramsey.
Should have been. Good for he. Swing and a miss. Good cut. Like Callum Thompson trying to get that ball to leave St. Pat's with one felled swoop. 4th hit of the ball game for PEI here in the top of the third. Tied at 2. Rockman checks the side, checks the runner at first. He's got a slight lead, comes to the plate. It's high and away, 2-1.
Chatting with Callum Thompson's mom in the stands earlier.
That ball is flied out to center field. And there's the second out. Fairly routine play for center fielder Josh Goodett. A lot easier in the catch than he made in the second inning, that's for sure. And here is the cleanup hitter, number 18, the second baseman Alex Kern, who also delivered an RBI double, and again, an opposite field double, hitting it hard down the first base line and got it down and gave PEI the 2-0 lead. He'll rip this one. That one hit the umpire who couldn't get out of the way, and the batter will be, he's going to be awarded first base. He should be. The runner will advance to second. And that's a tough play there for the second base umpire as Jonathan Villion tried to get out of the way, but it was hit so hard that he didn't have much time to react.
And I'll tell you this, even if the umpire was not in the way, that would have been a hit.
Oh, it was getting through for sure.
Yeah.
So Evan Maybe, the center fielder, number 77, with a golden opportunity here with 2 on, 2 down. And tied at 2 here in the top of the third inning. There's the pitch. That's down, ball 1.
Evan Maybe. Let's shut us up.
Should be a routine third out, and it is. And Saskatchewan will send him down, and PEI failed to take advantage of a couple base hits here in this inning, and the last one was scored once again as a hit, but to no avail. And we'll step aside here as we head to the bottom of the third, tied at 2-2 from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
This is a place where imaginations can run wild. Maybe it's time to come set yours free.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Bottom of three at St. Pat's, bronze medal game, Prince Edward Island and Saskatchewan. PEIO to a quick 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Saskatchewan rallying with a pair on their own in the bottom of the second, and here we go to the bottom of the third, tied at 2. As Richard Osateo goes back to work here in the third inning, gets a strike in to the leadoff hitter for Saskatchewan here in the bottom of 3. Bounce towards second. Throw across. Going to be bang, bang. He's safe indeed. I was going to say, Casey Rockman really got down the line. He runs extremely well. And the big catcher for Saskatchewan will have himself an infield single here. And Saskatchewan back in business as they put the leadoff runner aboard with the second consecutive inning, trying to take their first lead of this bronze medal game. Osateo gets it in. That's going to get out of play down the right field line. And actually, it hit the line.
That's a fair ball.
It's a fair ball. Holy smokes, folks.
Wow.
I'm not quite sure what happened there. What happened to the PEI right fielder? Did he lose sight of the ball?
I don't think anybody in attendance thought that was going to be a fair ball.
Right off the bat, it looked like he was channeling out of play here. That's the way I tried to call it. And the next thing you know, the runner ends up on the lead runner who started the inning off, ends up over to the third. And it ends up being a base hit. But just a single. What a weird play that was.
It's not that windy either.
No, I was going to say, what's on the GO there? So that was Ren Anderson who got the assistance from, I'm not sure. Anyways, he's down to first, scored a hit, obviously, which it was. And Aidan Marion now with an opportunity, the first baseman for Saskatchewan, to give our Western friends the lead. We're talking prairies, baby, and here's the delivery. That's a bender in there for a call strike. 0-2. Osateo needing to go to his best artillery here with nobody out to try to stymie the Saskatchewan attack. Checks the runner. I'm going to throw one away here. Runner on third base. Two-two tie here in the bottom of 3. Fouled away. Count remains. Lots of hits in this ball game so far between two real game provinces. Trying to win a bronze medal here. That's cranked, and that is, what a great play by the shortstop. Going to get the out at second. Tremendous play at short. They'll get one, but Saskatchewan will score on I'm going to say an RBI ground liner out, if that makes any sense, and I know it doesn't, but that was a tremendous play at short right there by Ryland McPhail. What a dandy young ball player. That's 2 highlight reel jobbies for young McPhail here, but the run will plate, and Saskatchewan now have the lead by a score of 3-2. Now here's Reed Olford stepping in, the third baseman for Saskatchewan, with a runner down to first, one away, and a 3-2 Saskatchewan lead. And a balk, Osateo balking again. And so Marion's going to head down to second. Olford will step out. Cade Britz on the on-deck circle, or in the on-deck circle. So that's the second balk. committed by the young PEI starter. And Olford steps out, steps back in. Runner down to second, and Saskatchewan looking for more here. They've taken the lead, scoring 3 unanswered runs. There's a ball down on the dirt. Kalen Ellsworth gobbling that up before the runner could take an opportunity to try to advance. That's a strike, 1-1.
Reed Olfert, member of the 2024 provincial championship winning team. That's the kind of experience a coach wants to have on their bench.
Part of that team, champion, part of this provincial team. A little high, 2-1. Ten hits already, 5 apiece, and a number of them infield singles. The others, opposite field doubles. We've seen a little bit of everything, and we're only here in the bottom of the third.
That we have.
That's crank foul, 2-2.
That's going well over the mesh.
So medals presented today in baseball, basketball, and beach volleyball. The final day of competition. The first week of the 2025 Canada Summer Games, and the first day that we've not been sweating all over each other, side by each. Chopper down to second, and it is not able to be come up cleanly by the second baseman. That's Alex Curran, and that will be his second error of the ball game, unfortunately. Juices are really flowing here today, obviously, trying to put a medal around their neck at the end of this one, and another tough error on the second baseman. That's it. Shake it off. Alex, you've produced at the plate, and you'll get better in the field. Not easy either, as an infielder, former infielder playing back in the day, either charge or you sit back on the ball. A lot of times if you make the decision to sit back, it's going to cost you. And there's one that's going to be hit down to him, and he won't get that either. Oh my goodness sakes, what a tough inning there. That was, he's got his head down. He's going to have to recollect himself here now. Frustrating as it is, that was the second out of the inning. And the youngster unable to come up with it cleanly, and there's his unfortunate third error of the ball game. I'm feeling a sickly pit in my belly for young Alex Curran. And like I said, if you don't charge the ball, a lot of times it's going to take its time getting to you, or it's going to take a funky carom and you're not coming up with it. There's a ball cranked out to center fielder. Runner left second and trying to get back to the bag, and he'll just get there. So both teams need to kind of take a collective sigh here, step aside and go, whoa, now let's get back to fundamental ball here. The Saskatchewan bench coming out to check on the runner, who was it took off on contact. He thought that ball was carrying, I think, deeper than it might have been. But you got to wait. You got to take a little look there.
Well, we've seen some strange things with balls going up into the sky and landing where you do not expect them.
We're seeing strange stuff happening, too. I mean, back-to-back miscues. And then that fly ball, they got the out. That's 2 down here. As Reese Braun steps in, the shortstop for Saskatchewan. Runners at first and second, 2 down, and it's 4-2. Saskatchewan, they played another run. Rather unfortunate, but tons of time left here. We're only in the third. We play 7. That's down to short. And a long throw across the diamond will get it done. The sure hands and the fiery throw from Ryland McPherson. And there you have it. But Saskatchewan get a pair, aided by a number of miscues and a timely hit as well. And we'll be back after this timeout as we continue on here from the Canada Summer Games from St. Pat's Ballpark here in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador.
It's my time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Top of the fourth inning here at St. Pat's Ballpark as PEI come to the plate. Trailing by 2, they had a 2-0 lead. After 1 inning of play, Saskatchewan have scored 4 unearned runs. Saskatchewan 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors. PEI 2 runs and 5 hits and 3 miscues. So PEI with work to do here. As Mitch Rockman looks in for the sign, here's the pitch, and that's high. And had the PEI batter ducking on that pitch coming to the plate. That's in there for a call strike. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Caden Kelly, the third baseman, trying to get him to within 1 with 1 swing of the bat. Rockman blew it by him, but it was a good cut. 1-2 delivery on the way. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that hit him.
I think it just missed him, but boy, he dodged it.
Oh, okay.
He dodged that really quick.
I'm looking through Lexi Plexi here, the glass, on our second date of this.
Oh, you know Lexi
week in
too?
baseball? Yeah, I got my nose almost against the plate. Anyways, that looked like it hit him. I think a little bit chirping, maybe, I hope not, from the PEI bench, but my bad on that one. But anyways, as it all turned out, Caden Kelly went down on strikes. Came extremely close. And that pitch called a strike. Tyson Wedge, number 7, right fielder.
From Miss Gush, PEI.
Where?
Miss Gush, 10 kilometers west of Summerside.
Oh, okay, so western PEI.
Drive from the Mi'kmaq term for Little Grassy Island.
Oh, and spelled how, Bill? I asked you because I had not heard before.
M-I-S-C-O-U-C-H-E.
Yes, okay, now I recognize that, yes. Thank you.
I'm here for you, man.
Appreciate that.
I hope my mom is listening because she never said I had the book smarts.
Well, you're doing great. Glad you get your book. That pitch outside, 2-2 on Tyson Wedge, the right fielder. 1 out, nobody aboard here in the top of the fourth inning. And the pitch is a bounder down to third base. Throw across the diamond, and it's a heater, and it's a good one, too, and in time for the second out as Wedge is retired. Designated hitter, number 2, Griffin Campbell stepping in for PEI. And it appears after a bit of a tough inning in the opener, the first inning for Mitchell Rockman. He settled down nicely, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 of them were RBI doubles that painted the line, opposite field hits by right-handed hitting batters that drilled the ball down the first base line. That was way back in the first when Rylan McPhail and Callum Thompson went back-to-back and painted some chalk down the first base line into right field. But since then, Rockman's looked real good. Wanted that pitch, looked like a pretty good curve that caught a bit of the plate, but to no avail. Not called by James Lyles. 1-1, 2 out. And a ball hit right back to the mound. Rockman will handle that easily. Flip it over in time. And 1, 2, 3 go PEI here in the top of the 4th inning. PEI, 2 runs and 5 hits on 3 errors. It's 4 runs for Saskatchewan on 5 hits and flawless ball defensively so far here in the bronze medal game here from St. Pat's Ballpark with Prince Edward Island and Saskatchewan going toe-to-toe here at St. Pat's, part of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Welcome to Canada Games House, proudly presented by Canadian Tire, a place where Canada Games athletes, their family, friends, and supporters get to come gather, celebrate, and chill out. Suivez-moi, allons voir. Within these walls, we welcome, accept, and respect everyone.
C'est vraiment un espace incroyable dans une site formidable au centre-ville et on a hâte, tous les provinces et territoires s'intéressent pour être ici, puis même les familles.
I actually wasn't expecting this. It's really cool to have a place where your parents can kind of be a part of it as well.
There's a lot of activities kids can do, ping pong or foosball.
I think it's great that we have a place to come here to unwind. It's a great little community inside of the games.
It just has a warm sense of atmosphere about it when you walk in here.
Canada Games are about safe sport, about culture, about good vibes only, and that we have a space that celebrates all of those values.
Thank you, Canadian Tire, for making the Canada Games House a reality. Au revoir et profitez de votre temps aux Jeux du Canada.
Okay, back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-2 Saskatchewan. Rich Osateo with a strike in there, pouring one in here to the lead-up batter for Saskatchewan. So the catcher, Kilshaw, leads off, and he'll chop it down toward the shortstop. Got a grip on it, threw it across, not going to get him. Pulled him off the bag, and the runner will be safe. That should be an infield hit. And PEI need to relax out there a little bit. They've made some tremendous plays defensively here in this. They had a couple tough breaks. That was a tough throw from deep in the hole, and they scored a hit, and rightfully so. So that's the 6th hit for Team Saskatchewan. They're starting to impose their will here on the baseball diamond. Number 13 steps in. Trenton Coog, right fielder. And Osateo, the lefty, throwing that one. It's down in the dirt. Nice stop there by the catcher. Kalen Ellsworth did a good job there blocking that ball, not allowing it to get to the backstop screen. Easy advancement for the runners. There's a pitch on the outside corner, call strike. 1-1. Check on the runner. Back easily. Not near as much enthusiasm right here in front of us as there was earlier, Bill. The PEI flags and fans a little subdued.
A little bit.
Tons of ball left here. Let's get into it.
Well, that's right. And that's a good point, too, because all the games we have seen this week, very exciting.
We had a great time up at Mound there. 17 games. The atmosphere was electric. There's going to be a stolen base and no throw down as the pitch was high from Richard Azateo. Saskatchewan, I think this is falling right into their game plan. Just to relax, let's take advantage as much we can on the base pass and move the runner along, get a little aggressive here. We saw PEI execute in the first, and there's ball 4. So 2 on with nobody out, and stepping in for Team Saskatchewan will be the second baseman, number 14, Casey Rockman.
Having a good day so far. A couple singles already.
Strike 1 call. High and inside, 1-1. Aiden Kilshaw dancing off of second, trying to distract the PEI pitcher. He's a catcher, so he's got a few tools of the trade in between his ears. That's high as well. Richard Azateo, not sure if he's tiring a little bit. It's been a tough assignment in the start here in the bronze medal game today. And the pitch, steal on, double steal on. Ball thrown up, they'll get the runner at second, but the runner advances to third. So well executed and a good throw down there by Kalen Ellsworth, right on the money. Nice tag applied. And we have 1 out here, but a runner in scoring position at third. In a 4-2 Saskatchewan lead here in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, no risk, no reward.
That's in tight. 3-2, full count. Well, just kind of mentioning that I think they were going to start to get aggressive, and they are. They've got the lead. Now they're going to play Saskatchewan ball, and they're going to try to add on here. And PEI need to be, they're going to have to move the infield in, trying to cut this down. There's a swing and a miss. Big rip. Easy Rockman trying to hit a 3-run homer, and he strikes out, and there's 2 away. Rhett Anderson now in. The designated hitter who struck out his last time at the plate, but the bases juiced. Azateo needs a strikeout here, or a ground ball or a fly ball to get out of this and not yield any more. And that's fouled away. Out of play. That's going to get way out of here. Heading down toward the Edgar Hartery Memorial Field, where many of these young ball players had played on many years ago. Bill, I'll let you get to your storytelling here a little later. Or any time at all, but that's up to you. There's a ball that is popped up, and that might be in no man's land. Hang on, anybody coming as the center fielder with a great play right there, because that ball, there was no way that the second baseman or shortstop were going to get back to converge on that, and it was hauled in there, and that's a huge save for Josh Goodek, who makes another outstanding play here to keep it a Saskatchewan lead of 4-2. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning in PEI with work to do, and we'll have that coming up here for you next from the Canada Summer Games 2025 here in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat. Carbs to help fuel your working muscles. And fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Hydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
PEI with some work to do. Coming up here in the top of the fifth. Tons of time left here. Trending 2, though, in a game they led 2-0. After a great start. Kaylin Ellsworth to get her started for PEI. It's been a long week, folks. Prince Edward Island Fluffer and Fluckatash. Little Sylvesteritis there. Get my tang and tungled, and here we go. That pitch is down and in for ball 1. Bill, I'm thinking here that PEI, they need to get runners aboard here now and get back to that first inning. I'm not going to say they're going to replicate that, but hey, good start here would be to get the leadoff guy on and then play some island ball. Chip away here. Rockman was going to get the call. Strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Non, mon erreur. On est encore dans le bas de l'alignement. Kaylin Ellsworth.
Fouled away.
Ellsworth has been playing a long time, too, since he was a kid. Watching his dad play, like many players do. You go to the ballpark, you watch your dad do things, and you say to yourself, I want to do that, too. And you know Dad's proud today.
I mean, what dad didn't want to give their young boy a ball glove or young girl a ball glove? Mom and dad. Hit hard in the hole and short, and that's going to be a base hit as the shortstop couldn't come up with it cleanly, but it was hit deep enough back there, Bill. I mean, by the time that ball is picked up and you're back that far, and I played short here at St. Pat's, so I can tell you firsthand, it wasn't yesterday, but going to the hole back that way, that's a really tough play. And again, as a former infielder, you either charge it or you don't. And he may have sat back a little bit on that, but that was clearly and should clearly be scored as a base hit. But I'm not an official scorer, and we'll allow that up to the pros that do it, or the volunteers that are here this week. There's a call strike there as Rockman rights the ship, and it is indeed a hit, and it should have been and is.
Well, that's the thing about playing too deep in the infield and waiting so long for that ball to reach you. It results in a fast throw that could result in the ground, in the dirt, going past the first base. And the last thing you want to do is give up runs on mistakes.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's happened already here this ball game. But as I've mentioned, I'll keep crowing about it. There's lots of time. We're in the top of the fifth. PEI's got 3 more innings to work with, but they need to get something going in their favor here because Saskatchewan took away their first inning momentum by plating 2 in the bottom of the second, 2 more in the fourth, and they're up by a pair here in the top of the 5th inning.
And a good batter at the plate right now, 2 for 2 already.
That pitch gets away. In fact, that got a piece.
Okay.
That got a piece of Seamus Ramsey, the leadoff batter, and he'll go down to first, so now PEI in a pretty good spot here. Rylan McPhail, who's been absolutely lights out at short, and I love it. Making some great plays in this ball game. An unassisted double play. Look to go to first and maybe complete a triple play a few innings back, and then that tremendous Jeter-like dive and snare of a line shot an inning ago, and here he steps in with 2 aboard, nobody out, and a chance to crank one somewhere and get his team back on even terms. I'm not trying to move the runners here unless I'm going to do the hit and run, but they show bunt. And again, I'm not a baseball head coach or manager, but I'm thinking that the hit and run here instead of the sacrifice bunt. But got to keep them on their toes and keep them guessing. And both the Saskatchewan, the first baseman's holding the PEI runner on, not letting him get too big a lead, but the third baseman sure is expecting, and he taps it right down to the pitcher, and that's going to be a force out at third. That's the danger of that, Bill. That's unfortunate. That's why I was saying, I think in that situation, I think I might have been swinging away here and had the runners moving on contact, but they dropped the bunt down and they don't get it done. It had to get down the first baseline there.
Yeah, but instead it went more center. And
well, it was perfect. I mean, if you are Mitch Rockman right there, the Saskatchewan starter, you're thankful. That was perfect, and he knew exactly where he was going with that. So that's a tough break for Prince Edward Island, and now they definitely have to swing away. And here's Callum Thompson, who's already had an RBI double in that first inning for PEI. Painted the chalk. We know he can go to right field. How hard can he hit it to left field? We haven't had hardly a ball hit the left field here today. There was a fly ball out. Back in the second, potentially. Seamus Ramsey made at least one catch, and there he is swinging away. Pops it out of play down the first base line. So a big at bat here for Callum Thompson. With runners at first and second and one out. Sorry?
I'm noticing the fans are not only watching for baseballs, but a mad flock of pigeons.
Yeah, I saw that
around too.
I noticed that, yeah.
Everyone's ducking. Last thing you want to do is have your outerwear become a fancy painting.
There's a strike. So one away, two aboard. PEI trailing by 2. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout there for Mitchell. Threw a bender. And Thompson couldn't catch up to it. So here's Alex Curran. And what he's enjoyed here today has not been easy defensively, but he can pick up his teammates here and himself with a timely hit. Good luck here, Alex Curran, the second baseman, number 18. You know deep inside he's hurting somewhat, and he wants to cut this deficit down. He took a good cut there, but he ripped it out of play, fouled down the first base line and amongst the spectators. This is the softy in me here.
Yep.
Being a former ball player and knowing full well, because I've done that before too in the past, and it's not a good feeling. But your teammates pick you up, and now he's got a chance to put the team on his collective shoulders here a little bit with an RBI single. And he's going to take a pitch away in the outside corner. It's a called strike.
Despite the errors, he's having a great day at the plate already with a double and a single.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it happens there. But again, it's all part of the learning curve. They're in the bronze medal game, pardon me, and they got a chance to have a medal wrapped around their necks a little later on. Here's the pitch, and he'll foul it off. He stays alive. And to be your amount of junk on that pitch as he got tied up inside. He fouled it off, but he really didn't get much on it. It kind of caromed off the shaft of his bat. 0-2 pitch on the way, but 2 away and 2 on. 4-2 Saskatchewan, top 5. Bronze medal game. And they're going to sit him down. That's a called third strike on a beautiful pitch there by Mitchell Rockman, who sets PEI down and leaves the mound with 5 solid innings under his belt, where he's given up 2 runs in the first, a collection of 6 hits. But Saskatchewan being aided by those 3 errors in the ball game so far. Saskatchewan with a 4-2 lead as we step aside from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Precision, vision, and strategy. The skills that make a great golfer are the same ones that make a great law firm. McInnes Cooper, an official sponsor of the 2025 Canada Games. Meet us on the course. Come celebrate our sponsorship on August 22nd.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
Bottom five from St. Pat's Ballpark alongside Wee Willie Hart, a.k.a. Bill. I'm Brian Rogers. Wee Willie and Short and Stumpy.
That's going to stick, you know that, right?
I don't care.
I want to get that on a T-shirt.
Short and Stumpy. Portly. There's the ball, flied out to right field off the bat of the Saskatchewan batter. Their first baseman, Aidan Marion. He'll fly out for out number one here in the bottom of five. Third baseman Reed Olford for Team Saskatchewan. They've got a 4-2 lead here as they bat in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch down low for ball one. Richard Osateo has bounced back fairly nicely, Bill. Ran into some jams and a bit of trouble. I thought he might be tiring a little bit, but he seems to have regained himself and throwing strikes. He gets a strike there and a ball that's fouled off by Olford into the spectators down the first base line.
Playing not bad at all. 3 Ks on his stat line already. And you're right, he has settled down.
Chopper to third, one hopper, very convenient. Long throw across in time, nicely done. There's Caden Kelly, and there's a prime example of what we talked about earlier. You either sit back, wait for that hopper, charge the ball, and then try to get it away as quick as you can. But Caden Kelly got a perfect carom there, and he had a good, strong throw across the diamond to set down the Saskatchewan batter Olford. And there's 2 away here in the top of the fifth, and Rich Osateo needs a 1-2-3 inning. He's going to, I was going to say he was going to get the call on that pitch, but Lyles didn't call it, and he's hearing it a little bit from the PEI coach down to third base, I think. That pitch is inside. It'll get to the backstop as Ellsworth couldn't corral it. And there's 2 down here, nobody aboard in the bottom of the fifth, and Saskatchewan continuing to lead by a score of 4-2. Bronze medal game here from St. Pat's Ballpark on a overcast and I'm not going to say cold Saturday afternoon, but it's a little chilly, but it's much added relief. Ball down to second base. Shore hop this time, and the throw across gets done. And that is Saskatchewan going 1-2-3 as Richard Osateo shuts him down in order here in the bottom of the fifth. So through 5 complete here in the bronze medal game from St. Pat's Ballpark here in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. It remains Saskatchewan 4 and Prince Edward Island 2.
Nous vivons tous un moment, une expérience qui allume notre flamme.
A starting block that launches your dreams, your will to push harder and go faster.
That opens your eyes to new possibilities and to see the potential within.
De se laisser emporter par un mouvement.
It's about the camaraderie and the memories made along the way.
It's empowering, a springboard to something greater.
Qui propulse notre amour du jeu encore plus loin.
Where chasing the thrill of victory propels you beyond the finish line and towards greatness.
That's the Canada Games.
Votre moment, il est ici, maintenant.
we see the rise.
Top of 6 here at St. Pat's. Prince Edward Island trailing Saskatchewan by a score of 4-2. I'm Brian Rogers with Bill Hart. And mobile crew number 2 here at St. Pat's, led by our director, Morgan Jessen, pardon me. Danielle Moulton on the graphics. Zach Flynn's on replay. Meg Walsh on audio. The engineer is Phil McClellan. And the great camera work you're seeing today are from Rob Lepper, Ian Barker, and Mark Shello. Keep up the great work, gang. And in the background is the PE announcer, not part of our crew, but doing a great job here, is Adam Monta in English and French.
Tough break for maybe there. A little check swing resulting in a ground out.
I'm glad you caught that while I was trying to acknowledge our crew. That's what a color commentator's all about, and you're right on it. What else you got?
Don't get me started.
Well, why not? You called an inning the other day and did a great job. You didn't see that coming either, did you? You've been set up fairly well this week.
Not bad, not bad.
And when I say that, you've been not thinking you were going to be doing it and end up doing it. So 2 down here in the PEI 6th inning. Not the start that sure they were hoping for or need if they want to get back in this game and complete a comeback. First 2 sat down in order. So Tyson Wedge will step in. The right fielder as Caden Kelly is retired. And as Bill mentioned, Evan Mabey, the center fielder, first up grounding out. So 2 quick outs here for Saskatchewan. And their starting pitcher, Mitch Rockman, who's been in pretty good control here after a bit of a, I'm not going to say a rocky start, because 2 of the balls that were hit down the right field line, both painted chalk. They were that close to being foul, but it ended up being RBI doubles for both Callum Thompson and Alex Curran. Bill, that last out, of course, in the inning, the bottom of the 5th was made by none other than Alex Curran, who had the misfortune earlier in this game of having a few bobbles, but stayed with that, made the play as a true second baseman would, and he got it across the diamond with relative ease.
Yeah, you can't let those errors noodle around in your head.
You're back in the game. Hey, you shake it off, and that's exactly what young Curran did there. So good on he. Hey, listen, baseball's a tough game too, you know. I mean, there's a lot of things you got to have between the ears when you play this game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's par for the course for pretty well much any week, but it looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here. Jace DeRoche will step in for Team PEI. He comes in here in Griffin Campbell, the correct. Merci beaucoup, Jean-Élard, mon frère, in the French broadcast area with Lynn Bissette. I can hear him, and he's been around a long time. He knows his stuff, and he helps us out there. So, opportunity here for De Roches to help PEI along. They got a runner at first, but there's 2 out. And it's cranked foul. Heads up. Strike 1. They use a long ball here to tie things up. Coming off the bench to pinch hit. He has to be an option for offense. That pitch is down and in. He'll take that for a ball.
Chase's goals at the beginning of this tournament were very simple. He said, you know, I'd like to make it to the quarterfinals. Well, reach that goal and then some.
Yeah, good on you, PEI. And Chase. That's nubbed down to first. That should be an easy pickings, and the first baseman picks it up on a couple bounds, tags the bag, and DeRoche cannot help his team as PEI go down here in the top of 6. So Saskatchewan coming up thinking they'd like to tack a few on heading to the 7th. And we'll see how they fare when we return here to St. Pat's Ballpark here in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador.
Nous vivons tous un moment, une expérience qui allume notre flamme.
A starting block that launches your dreams. Your will to push harder and go faster.
That opens your eyes to new possibilities and to see the potential within.
De se laisser emporter par un mouvement.
It's about the camaraderie and the memories made along the way.
It's empowering, a springboard to something greater.
Qui propulse notre amour du jeu encore plus loin.
Where chasing the thrill of victory propels you beyond the finish line and towards greatness.
That's the Canada Games.
Votre moment, il est ici, maintenant.
We see the rise.
Well, lots of people need lots of sleep because lots of people have been working extremely hard around the clock. And you'll get ample time to do that tomorrow. So here we are as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Saskatchewan, I'm sure William Hart would love to add on here. Sorry, you don't know. You've never been called William, I guess, eh?
Oh, you talking to me?
I was. I'll call you Bill from now on.
Josh Gutek,
No, just checking out the stands, and seems like more and more people are arriving at the ballpark.
Well, there's a gold medal game coming up,
right.
So that'll be obviously the reason why Quebec and BC are next. 7 o'clock right here with Universal Media Inc., based out of Charlottetown, PEI. I want to thank all of the people who have come across to join Team Universal Media Inc. We've got people from Ontario, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, and Newfoundland and Labrador. So we got a full contingent from the Atlantic provinces and our neighbors in Ontario as well. There's a line shot towards second, and a nice play there by the second baseman, Alex Curran, who reels it in for out number 1.
Number 2, Reese Ross.
So Alex Curran makes it look easy. That was hit pretty well. There's a ball foul back on that sort of play. Saskatchewan line score here. 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. PEI 2 runs on 6 hits and 3 miscues. Richard Azateo working here in the bottom of the 6th. Not too, well, I don't know. He's not, he doesn't seem to be overwhelmed here at all. He's pacing himself a little bit. Pitch count a little bit high, maybe. There's throw across, and that's going to be an out, I believe. Yeah, that was very, very close, and I appreciate the umpire there because he took his time, waited. What did he see? And then he made the call, and it was a tough call. I think he got it right for sure, but he took his time there, and that was well done by the umpire down the first baseline, Cole McIsaac.
Oh, check out this replay. Yep, by a step.
Yeah, he got him. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to remember what you saw and take your time and make the call. Well, as the, what is it, Woodstock for pigeons on this?
I know. They're gathering.
I was going to say, man, they're getting heavier and heavier as time goes on. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Saskatchewan with a 4-2 lead as Rich Azateo tries to wiggle out of here and get to the dugout, and his teammates have got a lot of work to do, trailing by 2 going into the top of the 7th, but we're not there yet. There's a pitch, and that is going to be a base hit, line shot, opposite field. Well done as it's banged out there. Nice piece of hitting there. So Aiden Kilshaw continues his solid day with an opposite field line drive base hit into left. And he'll take first here as Trenton Hoog steps in, the right fielder, number 13.
And you know, Kilshaw has a stolen base already today.
Well, he doesn't want to get thrown out. 2 on, he needs to stay. Oh, I'm sure. I'm going to say he doesn't want to get thrown out, but if he does, so be it. But that's being aggressive, and that ball has popped up, and he's not going to get a second base chance to steal because Saskatchewan are retired here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And again, it was young Alec Kern who made the play. Good on you, Alex. That a boy. How to hang in there, kiddo. So, through 6 complete, Saskatchewan with a 4-2 lead here in the bronze medal game. PEI on their way to the plate, the top of the 7th here. And they're going to have to play small ball, get some runners on, and see if they can get a big fly to get themselves back here at St. Pat's Ballpark.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe 2, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
Top of 7 here at St. Pat's alongside Bill Hart. I'm Brian Rogers. Hope you're enjoying the action through Universal Media Inc., based out of Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. On CBC Gem and TV Plus, this is the bronze medal game, men's baseball. Final day of competition, week 1, day 7 here at the 2025 Canada Summer Games in Bonnie, St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. So the PEI fans starting to come alive here a little bit. They've been relatively quiet since the first inning uprising when their team scored twice on 3 hits, including a pair of exciting opposite field RBI doubles and a 2-0 lead. But Saskatchewan come back, chipped away at a brace, meaning a pair in the bottom of the 2nd, put 2 more up in the bottom of the 3rd, and there's been no scoring since then. And here we are in the top of the 7th. Crunch time for PEI. And a hard hit ball down the 3rd baseline.
Ellsworth flied out. Got a single in the 5th. Nice to see some of that magic back again.
That's the PEI catcher in the 9-hole. Back to the top of the order with Seamus Ramsey in the on-deck circle. And then some of the big bats coming. Can they get it done? That's a fair ball. That should be a base hit, and PEI has got something going. Oh, they're going to call it foul. Well, I'll tell you what. From this vantage point through plexiglass, I thought that ball had got down and inside when the 3rd baseman went toward it. Unfortunately, we're not going to get an opportunity to zone in on that. Well, that's a tough break there for Ellsworth. That looked like a fair ball. But the umpire, the 3rd base umpire, got it right apparently, and my bet on that one.
I thought the same thing there, Brian.
That pitch hit him in the foot. That's a hit by pitch. He'll be awarded first base. You can hear that from here. So Ellsworth said, okay, I tried to jam one down 3rd base, tried to hit it hard and get it past the 3rd baseman, didn't get the call. Well, I'll let this one hit me on the top of my cleat, and I'll take first. Thank you very much. So here we go, PEI. Now this is where they really got, I think, to get ingenious here. I'm not saying the opposite, but here's where they need to really play smart ball. They're going to get this thing going. If they have any chance to come back here, they need to play fundamental baseball here. Hit and run beyond their toes. Don't get a runner thrown out trying to steal a base, but if you're going to bunt, you better make sure it's a dandy, Bill.
Well, Ramsey's been getting on base all day. 2 singles and a hit by pitch.
Well, there you go. So he needs to get on here again, does Seamus. But look at the Irish. That pitch is high, and now we're going to get a mound visit here. For the most part, Mitch Rockman has been cruising here on the mound for his 7th inning of work, trying to make it a complete game victory. But he's got some work to do here.
As mentioned earlier, we're out in the stands talking to some of the family members who are making the trip to Newfoundland and Labrador. Many of them have been here before. But I was talking to Reese O'Brien's mother. Reese, Landon McDonald, Alex Curran, Evan Mabey, all have been here before. Field next to us, they were there for the Under-13 2020 Atlantics, and they won it all.
Well, that's the Edgar Hartery Memorial Ballpark. Who peeking?
Yep, so it's a bit of a homecoming for them.
My dear friend Edgar Hartree, who was a mainstay down here at St. Pat's Ballpark for many, many a day. Loved and adored by so many here at St. Pat's. And they named the field after him next door. That's beautiful. Oh,
great honor.
He went around 2-2. Seamus Ramsey would like to have that back. He was kind of guessing at what he was geared probably for a fastball and may have got a change up. And he couldn't pull the trigger on it. So 2-2 with a runner aboard here. Top of 7, PEI need offense, down by a pair. Line drive. Oh, it's going to be an unassisted double play.
Wow.
All that was earmarked for right field. And who knows how hard if that got by the first baseman. But unfortunately on contact, Ellsworth was off, and it was gobbled up there. The leather lobster, the first baseman, that's Aiden Marion, who made the backhand play, stepped on the bag, and now PEI are down to their final out here in the bronze medal game.
That's not fair. Oh, wow.
All over.
It
Not
did.
fair for PEI, but real fair for Team Saskatchewan. Here's a call strike.
That happens so fast.
Mitchell Rockman is 2 strikes away from pitching a complete game victory for Team Saskatchewan. 1 out away from a bronze medal. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Well, every time I think of Saskatchewan, I think of one of my favorite Guess Who tunes from back in 1972, running back to Saskatoon. Will Saskatchewan do it here? 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody aboard, up by a pair in the bronze medal game. Here's the pitch, swung on, ground ball down to second, over to first in Saskatchewan. Our bronze medalists at the 2025 Canada Summer Games with a 4-2 win over a game Prince Edward Island Ball Club, who should have their heads held high. No shame they'll finish 4th in this competition here during week 1 of the 2025 Canada Summer Games. Well, Bill, we saw a little bit of everything in this ball game. Some stuff we saw we never thought we'd ever see.
Well, I'll tell you this, nobody expected PEI to do well in the preliminaries. They finished 4-0.
Yeah, they had a great tournament. That's what I'm saying. They should be extremely pleased. The teams will now shake hands, and there'll be a medal presentation later tonight. So that'll do it for the bronze medal game. Saskatchewan wins. Congratulations, and mighty congrats to our Atlantic provincial counterparts from Prince Edward Island here in Newfoundland and Labrador. One of the sweetest and most loving provinces in Canada. Comes up a little shy, but a great destination place. So many fine folks and some great young ball players and coaches as well. On behalf of Bill Hart, I'm Brian Rogers, back for the gold medal game. 2 heavyweights going toe-to-toe for gold. It'll be BC and Quebec when we return through Universal Media Inc. here from St. Pat's Ballpark as our live continuing coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games continues from St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador.
leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my